Well, we definitely have to do something about this. Been all 2020, haven't drove my black car one time. So it's time to get a bath. And I think it's time to talk about and maybe show you what we got going on under the hood. So let's get started. Make sure you stick around to the end and find out what we're doing. Let's get into it. So what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Dan, this is Neomustangs, and this is my Fox Body Mustang channel. If you look back at some of my videos, old school videos, you'll see the black car used to be running stock bottom end, GT40, 302, faceplated, TKO, T5, pretty much went through every transition you can do for a Mustang. So what we're here doing today is I'm actually bringing it out of the garage because it's time for me and the black car to get busy in the garage. We're about to head over to TI Dyno and pick up the engine that we had built for this car, which actually used to be in the white car about 2 years ago. I mean, what really sucks, guys, I just bought the SVE Cobra replica wheels. I mean, look, you still got the stickers on them. And I literally went 5 miles down the road just to find out the old 351 stock bottom end had seen its days. It's time to make a resurrection on the black car. It's time to put the 363 down in here. And we're gonna go over to the dyno shop, see if it's finished, and start making preparations to show you what we got going on. Stay with us. All right, so we're on our way over to TI Dyno Twisted Innovations, where the mad scientist Dave Dahlke and the machine shop is, where my engine is at. At least this time, the engine didn't take too awful long to get done. If you recall, I just had my 408 Windsor done recently there, and the parts just took forever to come in. And just like these aftermarket parts are just taking forever. Let me give you a little synapse on what the 363 is all about. It's a boss block that I bought from my buddy Mustang Mike. We actually had a turbo kit built around the engine when it was in the white car originally. It made like 800 wheel on this turbo kit with the turbo. It was still stick shift, and I think the best we've ever been in that car was like 923 or something like that at 154 or something like that. So fast forward to 2020, we decided to take the 408 Windsor that we just had built and put it in the white car, and we kind of did vice versa. We didn't think that we would get this far with the 363 this year, but I decided to just go ahead and spend the money and have it done. So that's where we sit right now. So we're gonna head over here to the dyno. We're gonna get the engine on the back. It's raining right now, so I gotta get covered up so it doesn't get all wet inside. All right, let's go see what we got going on here with the... Some busy work going on over here. All right. What you got going on here, Ed?
Well, I just put this engine and tranny in this.
What is this thing?
VW.
Ooh.
Came out from the bottom.
This guy right here, master mechanic. Way better than me. All right, so back here in the corner, we got the cherry picker ready to go, the chains or whatever. And you can see Dave's been busy with the motors. So underneath this jalopy of a towel is my 363. It's not all pretty and teal like my stripper motor was, but at least it's done. And we're gonna go ahead and get this thing rolled out. I'm gonna go ahead and get a chain on it, and I'm gonna pull the truck over here and get this thing loaded and ready to go. But it's like Christmas in November right now. All right, so we got it loaded. We're on our way back to the shop. You can see it back here in the back. I had to cover it because, I mean, it's just constantly been raining here in Ohio forever. When I get back to the shop, I'll go over the build with you and what we actually did with the 363. So we're gonna go ahead and make a switch. We're gonna bring the black car back over to the shop and start prepping it to get its new engine. But that also means I gotta get off my lazy ass and fix my TKO 500 and 600 faceplates that broke a couple years ago. Had the parts the whole time, just been busy and not caring. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. We're not done yet with the video, but let me know what you guys think about just daily driving the 363 with the faceplated 500. The reason why I say 500 is because it's got a 327 first gear and I like that better than the 297. But let me know what you guys think about daily driving that car or that motor versus putting a turbo on it, because I'm pretty sure that motor can make some power. It's been a while since we had them both sitting next to each other. The last time they were sitting next to each other, we made a complete different transplant. This car's engine went in that car, and that car's engine went to the dyno to get rebuilt and whatever. Now, usually I rebuild my own motors, but I left this one to Dave Dalkey, the mad scientist, because he did a really good job on my 408. And I mean, I let that stuff be handled by the professionals for that point. All the stock motors that I built, pretty much everything that you see on the channel has been built by my own hands. I even put the 363 together the first time when it was built because it had been rebuilt before. So let me go over the build with you guys. You know, I don't want to bore you guys to death. It's really good to see this thing here. This is going to be my daily driver next year. 10-second street car, naturally aspirated, boosted, or nitrous. I'm not really sure what we're going to do yet. So make sure you guys hit them comments below and that thumbs up and those like buttons and let me know what you guys think so I can see what you're saying. This is a Boss Ford motor, 302 based, 8.2 deck, 363 stroker. You can see the Boss number right here on the bottom. And you could always tell because of the freeze plugs, but an engine like this would probably be good for about 1,200 horsepower or whatever, in that range. You can buy these blocks for about 2K, 1,500, 2K, somewhere in that area. And there's a number of them out there, like other name brands. But we opted to buy a brand new trick flow balancer. This whole engine assembly has been zero balanced. The pistons were coated, or it's got really good premium rings. It's got some of the best bearings you can buy in it. It's got a brand new custom cam, roller cam. I'm not sure on the dimensions, but I'm sure the mad scientist will tell me. And then it's got a set of trick flow link bar lifters that we had spare from the 408. These are the 58 chamber CC heads. It's got the Beehive springs. It's got the Harlan Sharp rockers, which you could probably see down here in the hole and see them. Double roller timing chain set, but it's got the high flow Wien water pump that I had on my old block. It's got the 90 millimeter trick flow box R upper lower intake. It's got an 85 millimeter AccuFab throttle body, which is a little big, but you know, we'll send it for now and see how it acts. Legitimately, this motor should probably make about 400, 450 wheel, which makes it really good to compete against the Coyote motors. Kind of the same price range when you start thinking about Coyote swap versus building a 363. This is probably a little bit cheaper, but you start calculating your AFR heads and the machine work and the stroker kit and the block, you're probably going to be more than a Coyote swap. But this motor is capable easily of 1,000 wheel, or at least 1,000 crank without blowing up. I know it's still got a hydro lifter camshaft in it, which kind of holds it down a little bit. It's not solid, but that's okay because, you know, I wanted to go over the engine with you and show you that, you know, this is what's going down in the black car. As for, you know, I'm not going to pop the hood because it's just empty under the hood. As for the car itself, we're gonna get some new Corbeil or I'm probably just gonna get the Pro Scats. We get some new seats, some new carpet cleaned up. Everything else is the same, full weight, full interior. It's got a monster fuel system in it, so, you know, what are we gonna do with it? Now that I just done bored you with all the damn details, what are we gonna do with it? Are we gonna boost it? We gonna spray it? Or is it gonna be naturally aspirated? Why don't you hit the comments below what I should do. If I did do the turbo kit, not sure what brand I would use. If I went with the naturally aspirated route, definitely gonna get Cook's 3-inch headers or a competitive brand with 3-inch exhaust, and probably do the 3-inch tailpipes that go underneath of the axle, like the new Edge ones. If you see them on late model, they're really cool. They go under the axle, so I would do something a little bit different there. So as for the transmission, TKO 500 sitting under there, that's faceplated as well. So I gotta get my button gear and get these fixed because I got a quick time bell over there, a twin disc RXT. I'm ready to get this thing fired up and start driving it soon. So that's about all I got for you tonight. I appreciate you listening to me ramble. Let me know what you guys think. Let me tell you what I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards buying a 3-inch exhaust, driving it NA, making 10-second street car power, and maybe put a little sneaky nitrous setup on it. Just do something a little different. So I wanted to give a shout out to my club members. It's the join button below. Thank you guys for all your support and supporting the channel and supporting me as a content creator. Always giving shout out to channels not in competition. Foxcast Brutal, Gearhead 704, 417 Fox, Donnie B, Justin 91LX. We guys, we're a community, so I'm always shouting those guys out. Make sure you go check out their channels. If you've enjoyed this Fox Body content, check out my channel, check out all the other videos that I've done. I've done hundreds of stock bottom end pieces. You know, obviously 363 and 408, and you know, we might dip into something else. So I appreciate everybody. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe on the way out. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the comments, let me know. See you soon in the next video.